you later. What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another rendition of Haunters Anonymous. We have Clickety Clacks at least for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm here for right now, and I'm currently making my exit, so I will be back at the end of the show.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Clickety Clacks.
That's all you get from me tonight. Good night.
We'll let you know what's going on. And thanks for setting up the show. So yeah, so everybody's doing. Let me push some buttons. Apparently my tablet is having connection issues. I don't know what shit's going on with that, but let me give the show a like and see what's going on. Hopefully I'm here. I'm sure I am. Let's see here. Let me go to live chat. Like my tablet's not having a good time tonight. Is it not having a good time tonight? Let's see here. Anybody that's here so far, say hello. Like I said, Hey, Kat, what's up? Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sure you can. I am seriously having I'm having issues with it's got to be just my tablet. You're here, where's your buddy? If you just got in, James got us set up for tonight cuz he's home. He's excessively busy. He's just getting a lot of stuff he needs to get done. Um so we talked earlier and he said that he could start the show and I could yickety yak with y'all, but he will not be here tonight. But fortunately, like I said, he got everything set up for us, um, so we can have a normal show. Except when I do it and it's like half-ass. So actually, tonight we're going to talk quite a bit about haunt stuff. I'm hoping Keith comes on at some point. I'd love to know how MHC went. I'm just not seeing a lot of chatter about MHC. So, I mean, I'm seeing some that has kind of made me giggle. So I know, right? Priorities. Yeah, he really is. He's okay. He's not sick. We played that game during COVID where he just disappeared for a while. But he really is. He's got a lot going on. He may give you all the lowdown next show he's on, which will be next week. But like I said, we just didn't want to miss a whole show, and he's home to set us up technically, and I can sit here and we can chat for an hour. Like so, we have some stuff we can cover. But Kat, how are you doing? You doing all right? Exactly, exactly. Didn't see a single walk around of MHC. No postings. I didn't check. Excuse me. I didn't check haunt scene. Excuse me. I don't know if they went this year. That's my fault for not like being proactive and checking. Excuse me, but you're right. It's like most of the stuff that I saw came from the Transworld page and MHC itself. And since I hadn't really talked to Keith, because normally he's pretty busy anyway, um, I'm kind of hoping he pops in and just lets us know because he's definitely the litmus test. And of course, he's gonna say yay or nay on it. So we'll see. I'm having so much fun watching what all of you are seeing about my little hometown. It's not very little though. uh that is all absolutely insane. And I just hope that everyone stays safe. Yeah. Well, what Superman 1 taught us about Lex Luthor and the San Andreas was wrong, but it was entertainment. Because we all know that what'll happen is everything west of the San Andreas will shift north. So, and not fall into the ocean and make oceanfront property for Lex Luthor. There will be very few people that get that. A few blocks within a 500 square mile area is not a big thing. Exactly. It's not. It's been forced into something that it's not. I'll put it that way without getting political. So, yeah, it really is. So, I just hope everyone stays safe. And of course, that has now erupted nationwide, and we'll be seeing that more and more. So, as long as just everybody stays safe, it's I get a feeling we're going to be in a civil or a world war before Halloween, and that's kind of bumming me out, like a lot. I'm like, Halloween's on a Friday this year. Damn it. Could we not? Could we not? So the one thing about being in Pensacola, Florida is, since we have so many military bases here, is we've got, I'm sure, at least a dozen nukes with our name on it. So if we're going to have a World War that's nuclear, there won't be any like nuclear fallout and trying to scrounge for food. We're just going to be incinerated. Yeah. Well, the media cat just this is the day and age of drama, and overzealous reporting, and it just makes it worse. Overzealous reporting. I do not watch legacy media anymore. I don't watch legacy news anymore. I just don't. I'm done with it. I've got some folks that I watch on YouTube, and that's it. Once again, as long as everybody stays safe as they can. But I'd really like to get through a Friday Halloween this year. if humans could, just calm the fuck down. Weekend Halloweens are rare. Damn it. Prefer not to have it exploded. So, but we've gotten through the last big Halloween vendor event of the year, I believe. Quote unquote big. Like I said, I agree. I haven't seen any walkthrough. I haven't seen anything. It almost makes me think that Haunt Scene didn't go or something. I don't know. Because normally if they go, I got it where it pops up on my feed. Kat, I think the regular folks are doing that. And I think it's going to be, yeah. I actually I actually think that we'll end up having a civil and a world war all at the same damn time. Whew. Whew, so exciting. I'd like to see a super volcano on my bingo card, personally, not this kind of shit, but yeah. Not even the biggest vendors post anything. You're right. Total. Of course, the news right now is Edward Terabas passed away. He was the brother co-founder of Erebus Haunted Attraction in Pontiac, Michigan. I could swear they sold it not too long ago, but I didn't know him, never met him, knew of him, but apparently made a huge impact in the haunt industry, not just with Erebus Haunted Attraction, but just with people in general. It seemed to be very well liked. Yeah, it's very sad. Erebus is on my bucket list. So eventually I'll get up there. But way too young. Way too young. So like I said, apparently did a lot of good for the haunted attraction industry. So and just apparently touched quite a few people. So that is the news at the moment. So every posting I have seen made it feel like he was truly good and creative. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, Erebus Haunted Attraction, man, that was a feat to behold. taking a parking garage like that, for one. And then, of course, I think they've been in the top 10 best haunts in creation forever, ever since they've came about. And it's rare. Fortunately, it's very rare that you don't hear like a lot of haunters or anybody passing away, but it's very rare when you have someone passing away in the haunted attraction industry like that, where they get just this amount of enormous attention, which is phenomenal. Second person is watching, join in the chat. So a loss for sure. But fortunately a legacy exists that lives on in the haunted attraction industry, and I'm sure in his personal life and all that stuff. So, but you're right. It does seem from all the posts that he did positively touch quite a few people's lives. So, uh, so, but total change of subject. Yes, I'm not seeing anything about Midwest Haunters. The few minutes that James and I talked before he shuffled off there, literally just people don't have the money. People don't have the money, and if they do have money, they are keeping it close to their pockets. Because I just don't foresee this year going very well as far as the economy. So, hell, Halloween candy will probably be $3 billion a bag. Here, kid, have some sand. That's all I got is sand in my yard because as soon as I said that, gosh, excuse me. As soon as I said that, I thought, you know what? Maybe I think I have an idea. I think I'll go on Amazon and see if I can find like bundles of cool flashlights I can give away. Maybe I'll stick away from the candy this year so that I personally don't eat it. I don't know. Thought about that. I'll have to go on Amazon and see what I can find. Can't go on our sponsor, AliExpress, because tariffs still exist, and that's bullshit. Yeah, Kat, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, if they don't have the money, they can't spend it. But if they do have the money, they're not spending it because there's going to be, I hate saying it, more important things than Halloween. It killed me to say it. So they're banking it away. No, I'm not going to give out pencils and raisins. No bullshit. No, I'm like talking like, they make like some really cute little Halloween flashlights, like little giveaway flashlights, something like that, something fun. I mean, I'm not opposed to candy. I don't think candy is going to be so damn expensive. Nobody's going to give it away, but I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll do all the above. I will have to see. It's a little ways down the way, so. Excuse me. We'll probably like October 1st is probably when like World War III will start. Like right on the 1st. Like damn it. And then not that I go anymore, but I kind of been watching Halloween Horror Nights, and that just looks like pure. That looks like just pure dog shit. It's like we talked in the past. It's like they spent all their money on Epic Universe, which looks very cool. But now they're like, here you go. Here's some Halloween Horror Nights for you. Nobody gives a damn. Have you seen what Keith does? Of course, he has a very small number that come to his house. He makes the giant bags full of really great shit. No, I do not recall noticing Keith's giant bags full of really great shit that he gives out for Halloween. I'm guessing he makes a lot of it. Is that what we're talking about? Like he makes like his like cool stuff and gives that away for Halloween? Ezekiel, what's up, buddy? Ezekiel, just since you just got in here, James is not with us tonight. He is okay. He is just excessively busy. So he got us started, said hello and goodbye, and he had to go about his business. So we're just talking Halloween stuff and MHC and apparently giant bags full of really great shit. The ladies put together bags of full-size ballers, several bags of chips and other stuff. Oh, that's cool. Ezekiel, how you doing, buddy? Are you over there in Australia slowly watching the United States tumble us into World War III? Just, you know, because, Halloween's on a Friday this year. So this would be the year to do it. The bags of chips thing is pretty cool. Like the little mini bags of chips. That's actually, I kind of like that. Not that it's healthy for me either, but I'd rather have a plethora of bags of chips left over than a bunch of frickin' candy, which is definitely not something I need. I've been eating a lot of sandwiches lately, so chips would help. Hey, Ranger, what's up? Ranger, I've been kind of letting everybody know. James started us up tonight, but he's really, really busy. He's okay, but he's super busy, so he's not with us tonight. You'll only hear my obnoxious ass voice. We're talking definitely just strictly basically Halloween and World War III and candy and MHC. And slowly folks arrive, which is always good. There's never a time frame. So Zeke, you got some similar shit going on over there. It's probably our fault. It's probably U.S. fault. Why not? We'll take the blame. Why not? Still can talk lots of shit about James. If we don't, even when he's here. Yeah. Meh. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Keith shows up. Knowing him, he's already here. He's just kind of lurking. We're seeing some riots and shit in LA. I don't watch the news so much. I get the gist of what's going on, though. Well, not just in LA anymore. When it started, I swear to God, I kind of made myself giggle because I thought, you know what? I should just dress up as Snake Plissken and fly over there and just walk around. Just walk around as Snake Plissken. Why not? Here's James too, legitimately hammered. No, no, he's not. He's actually busy. He's got a lot going on at the house. Earlier today, well, last night when I asked if we were having a show, he said he wasn't sure, but then this morning he said because I went ahead and put the thing out that he's home. He can start the show. He just can't. He can't participate. He's really, really busy. But I told him, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't want to make y'all have to not have another show two Thursdays in a row. Because normally it's like he's not feeling good or he's not at the house. But he was at the house, so he could click all the buttons and clack all the things and get us started. It's not a Cat would like you to know that it's not a riot, which it's not. It's honestly not. It's honestly mostly a peaceful protest that's just being poked at the wrong way and displayed the wrong way. So it's all good. We'll be in civil war probably in 2 weeks. And World War III, October 1st. If this all happens, don't forget, folks. You heard it here first on Hunters Anonymous. Apparently, that's our shtick. We'll say it, and a few months later, it happens because we have clairvoyance of some sort. They do that during sports victory parades. Anyone that got the Snake Plissken reference, raise your hand. Because I literally could come there with an eye patch and it would be legitimate. 5 watching now, the boom is happening. Me. Cat gets it. Who are you? I'm Snake Plissken. The fuck are you doing here? Ezekiel's no eye. Ezekiel, did you ever watch oh my god, Escape from LA? Oh my god, that was the second one, Cat. Oh my god, what was the first name? Oh my god, now I can't even finish my own joke. Shit. I want the eye patch. What was that? When was that movie, Cat? Like in the 80s? Wasn't there an Escape from LA? Thanks, Ranger. Right? Yeah, it was LA. Yeah. Oh my god. I can remember Snake Plissken, but not the. Was it New York? Was there one but there was one in LA. Wasn't there? Have I lost my mind? Was it New York? Fuck. Y'all Google it and tell me. I would still dress as Snake Plissken and go. So I mean, we'll just pretend like it's early Halloween. Yeah, it took over the island to save the president. So it was New York. There was 2 of them though, wasn't there? Was it the same place? I just don't know. I would still so there was one in LA and New York. Ah, you know what? I'd still fucking dress like Snake Plissken. Hi mate, watch the video on Universal Monsters new section in Park at Orlando. I'm doing good, Ezekiel. Hopefully you're doing well. I have watched a chunk of videos about Epic Universe, mostly the Universal Monsters thing. Not sure if it's the one you're talking about, but I'm extremely impressed with the audio animatronics. now you know it. Okay, see, it took a second. That movie was so damn long ago. I'm really impressed with Epic Universe. I definitely want to go, but it's going to be a few years. I'm gonna let the folks ooh and ah and all that kind of stuff. And then when the ticket prices go up like exponentially, and I feel like I'm spending more than I'm supposed to, I'll go. Now Ezekiel, I'm guessing you're talking about Epic Universe. Is my guess. Because I haven't seen anything about anything new at Universal except their dumb shit Halloween Horror Nights. Yes, just how it's. I mean, I think even diehard people with Halloween Horror Nights are like, okay, this sucks balls. The theme parks are way too expensive. I mean, they really are. The Harry Potter shit is of no interest. Ah, you don't want to go into the Ministry of Magic and spend $50 on a butterbeer? How dare you, sir? How dare you not want to put money in the pocket of J.K. Rowling? Ah, butter fucking beer. Ugh. Oh God, that was the. I can still taste that shit in my mouth. Ugh. Yeah, Dark Universe. I honestly, I mean, I want to see all of it, but that, of course, if I go and they're like, okay, you're gonna pay $300 for a 1 day ticket or whatever the hell it is, and literally you're only gonna be able to see one of these things in 1 day, I would be right at Dark Universe. I have to wait in line for 3 hours. Okay, but as long as I get to see Dark Universe. Um, it's all very impressive. The whole I saw a flyover video of the park at night, and I have to admit that their addressable LEDs that they have over the whole park and how well coordinated they are, it looks really good. I'm like somebody did a really good job with just that. You wouldn't notice it like on the ground, but up in the air, you're like, this is really like the whole park is LED coordinated, so it's pretty cool. Um, but I will eventually see Dark Universe, like I said, unless you know it gets nuked from space during World War III, 4, 5, whichever. We might go through a few of them in the next couple of days. I don't know. Um, but I agree. I want to see all the stuff before it goes underwater too. I grew up going to Disneyland a couple times a year and Universal Hollywood. HHN every year. Just can't justify. No, yeah. I went to HHN. I think during its absolute pinnacle, during its heyday here at Orlando. I've never been to one in California. Um, I went when majority it was still controlled by NBC, and who owned the rest? I can't remember. But as soon as Comcast came in, I just was like, I don't know. It was not cool. It was inexpensive. You got a lot of fun for a very inexpensive ticket. And then of course the frequent fear passes were nothing. It was great. And then I got to go when they had both parks open. Now I can't fathom going for the price and how packed the parks get. I mean, when they have to close the gates to entry at 8 o'clock at night because they've reached capacity, which is 40,000 fucking people. Fuck you. I know 40,000 people. How do you do anything? You can't do anything. I mean, like literally, why am I paying a ticket price to have nasty people rubbing all over me and drinking and spilling their beers and smell like piss? And there's even this, and I can't get to anything. I don't. It's like going and buying a hamburger and having it slapped right the fuck out of your hand as soon as you pick it up. I just can't. I can't fathom it. So I'm glad. I think I went 13, 16 years, something like that, in a row, and had a blast. Introduced a bunch of people to it. Brought my parents one year. Treated them to a week down there. Had a blast. Of course, they loved it, but they're like, you know what? We wouldn't have to do this again. Even if it changed and all that stuff, it was like that was the experience. Because my parents love Halloween too, and they're like, that is the experience. So, um, let's see. Zico said, yeah, Hard Nights last time I went, it was like cattle shoveled through. Didn't see anything that scared. Right. I mean when they started packing too many people in the park, and then of course for years, the joke was the flashlight Nazis. That like you're like, okay, if you could turn your fucking flashlight off and stop thinking that you're like waving through airplanes at the airport, I'd be able to enjoy this. And then they would start screaming at you, and you're like, I'm going to punch you. I'm going to take that flashlight and shove it up your ass. is what's going to happen. And then you're going to have to twerk to actually, get people through because the flashlight's now up your ass. So I just don't find it amusing. And then of course when it got really bad with they were serving alcohol to everybody, you'd see kids in like their little baby carriages drinking Fireballs because they didn't card anybody. You're like, oh, well, this is crap. So when Comcast bought them out lock, stock, and barrel, it changed it for the worse for me. I'm not bashing Comcast. It's just that is the transition. When Comcast bought the last of the percentage of the holdings, I was like, yeah, this is crap. 2013 was the last year I went. And that was right after the transition for Comcast buying the rest of NBC Universal stock. And I was not super impressed that year. So I don't care. Like I said, I saw it at its pinnacle. It had some time to evolve, and then it really pushed the limits in a really awesome way. I went with a bunch of friends, family, you name it, year after year. I knew exactly what to do. I'd stay there 5 days, frequent fear pass, see everything, eat everything, have a good old time, get on all the rides, ride the mummy until I was just couldn't take anymore. Loved it. But now I'm just like, fuck it. I would never go back to HHN. Never. It's no. Hey, Danny. A couple years ago, we found a couple small haunts out here and even spent a bunch of time talking to folks who change but always upgrade, improve. That's very cool, Kat. Hey, Danny, James got us started, but he's not here. He's super busy. I'm just letting everybody know who comes in, because if you don't hear his voice, he is okay, but he's just extremely busy. So he started us up. He'll shut us down. Knott's a few years in a row, and I loved it. Yeah. Yes, we're hating on HHN. That's why you could feel a disturbance in the force. There's just so many haunted attractions in the United States. Yeah, rude. There really is. I mean, I would love to just, I don't know, get a traveling camper or some shit. Like if I was retired, just do that. Just travel around, just try to see them all. Not all the ones that are shit and have Verp and Clarence from Timbuktu, but there's a set. I'm very fortunate that I got to see some haunted attractions that are now gone. Ezekiel, dude, you would have loved the fuck out of House of Shock. God, you'd have loved the fuck out of House of Shock. I went there year after year, and I loved it every damn year. I don't think you went to Ezekiel. You didn't go to House of Shock, did you? In New Orleans? I think we kind of talked about this. I don't think you said you went, but you'd have loved House of Shock. Oh my God. It's one of the ones I'm so damn fortunate that I got to go multiple years before it went completely tits up. Yeah, Ezekiel, we were talking about that. Edward Terabas passed away, and apparently he was very, very well loved in the haunt community. He was one of the founding brothers of Erebus. Very sad. Too young to be passing away for anyone, quite honestly. Okay, so you never went. Well, House of Shock is gone. I'll have to go find and send you some pictures. I can mess like a little bit. Like, dude, House of Shock was just, oh my God. Nothing else like it. Nothing else like it ever, and never will be. It was in New Orleans. Oh God. Oh, so you have been to Erebus? Okay. See, that's on my bucket list. Erebus is on my bucket list. Kat said, most of us are so jaded we don't get scared anymore, but it's great to see the new creative minds at work. Yeah, see, to me, it's not going to be scared. It's going to see the creativity. Nothing scares me that I know of, especially not haunted attractions. I literally just go because to have fun. That's why I don't. HHN is I'm done. That's not fun to me. I don't care. It's not creative anymore. It's just shit. So, I got better things to do to spend my money on that. Danny wants to go to HHN Hollywood Knott's one year. I do want to do Knott's Scary Farm. That's on my bucket list too. I have a few on my bucket list. So, I want to go to Netherworld now that it moved. A couple of them. I like HHN because I get too scared at small haunts. The HHN house, I like the cinematic, glamorous aspect. I can see that. Ezekiel says, I don't get scared, but love going with people who have never experienced it so much. Yes. Watching people. Yes. That's why when I take friends or I go with friends or family, whatever, they have to go in front of me. Not that I'm scared, but I've got to see their reaction. I want to see all the reactions, and them jumping around. That's what makes me giggle. Yes. I was at HHN one year when it was good. And I just remember I had friends who had never done anything like that before, and I was laughing my ass off. And there was these two girls behind me, and I was wearing like just a white t-shirt. And oh my God, one of them grabbed my t-shirt, was almost choking me, and between me being laughing at my friends in front of me, being choked by this girl behind me, and laughing about that, I thought I was gonna pass out. And we got out and they were like, "Oh my God, mister, we are so sorry." I'm like, "No," I said, "That was the funniest thing ever. I love seeing people scream. I had people screaming in front of me and behind me. And I said, that was hilarious." I said, "So I'm so glad y'all went through it. And I'm glad my t-shirt was there for you to hold on to." It was great. So new people is always phenomenal. Yes. Oh God. Um, I'll go again this year, unless we're in World War III. I'll go again this year to Haji Haunted House, because I definitely will support that. And they've gotten better every year. When they first started, they were too expensive, didn't know what they were doing. They started right out of the gate, like charging too much, and the price has gone up with the years. But um, their queue line is inside, which is phenomenal, nice and cool in there. The walkthrough is a good 16, 17 minutes. There's only one or two things normally that I kind of roll my eyes at, like, that could have been left out. But other than that, it's a good experience, and 100% of the proceeds, I think they switch every year. They'll do like Children's Hospital one year, and then breast cancer research next year. So, but 100% of everything goes to that, because it's Haji doing it. So, I will definitely support that. They've gone up to $25 per ticket, and it's way to fuck, like, north of me. I'm like, son of a bitch. It's like 20 minutes, but it's worth it. It's an evening out, and then there's like some restaurants on that street. It's just a lot of fun. Uh, yeah, we should all meet up at Knott's Adventure. That would be kind of fun if we're not in World War III. I'm just gonna preface that now, just nonstop. Just maybe make it not happen. That would be great. We'd always bring a few youngins, not too young, but still scareable, then watch them wet themselves. Yeah, I'm good with watching the kids scream as long as they're not mine. Or I didn't bring people with me that it's their kids, because then it becomes obnoxious. I'm like, all right, well, the kids scream, it needs to go away now. Ah, here you go. Take your kid back. Here you go. Shoo away. I like adults screaming. That to me is hilarious. You can make a kid scream if you throw a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at them. Like, it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, but adults is a totally different creature to me. You have people buckling over in fear. And it's funnier. Excuse me. It's funnier to see adults piss themselves. Kids, not so much. Like, oh shit, that's not good. That kid didn't deserve that. But adults absolutely do. Oh, you pissed yourself? Ha ha. I'm guessing we're not getting a Keith tonight. Hopefully that's not an ominous sign. Maybe he's still resting up from MHC. Let's see, this is Thursday, so there's plenty of time for people to have uploaded stuff from MHC. I don't think it went well. I know you know what? He might be watching Transworld's doing a live stream tonight about MHC. He might be watching that. It's all good. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, Spooky Sprouts, Belinda, how you doing? Just letting everybody know, since you're in here, James is not with us. He is with us, but he is extremely busy. He's not sick or anything. He's just really busy. So how are you doing? You doing okay? In your neck of the woods? I love jump scares at my ex. He wasn't a good one at this place. The reason he is on an ex. He's reason he's an ex. The only thing I'll tell you, and I find it completely and utterly unnecessary, useless, and haunted attractions that makes me jump just because I'm trying to get away from it is when you have like these, and it's not dudes, it's not guys. You never see a young male child doing this, or an adult male or teenage male. It's always girls, little girls, teenage girls, whatever, who have been told to literally scream at the top of their voice, half an inch from your ear. And it's literally, it's been a while. Literally, I had that happen to me, and I went off. I was like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, that's not scary. You're gonna pop somebody's eardrum out, and actually, my whole side of my face was like numb. Oh my god, I was pissed. And when I came out, I was like, I was like going off. I'm like, I just going off. I'm like, it's not scary. It's not funny. For one, gonna end up popping a blood vessel screaming like that. It's just so obnoxious. And oh my god, I hate it. Did you see my new project I'm working on? It seems like I did, but now I can't remember it. So maybe I didn't. If any of that made sense. I'm sure it's cool as hell though. I'll have to go and look if I haven't seen it. How's it going? Ezekiel said, I just told Keith he's been summoned to Anonymous. Well, only for 11 minutes because we are buttoning this up right at the top of the hour because James has been put on a timer. He was 6'7" and an athlete, so they would seek him out. Loved it. I worked real hard on my girls and their friends. You don't do that super screaming shit. It's not cool. And thank you for telling. It's just not cool. If you want to do it and you're several feet away from somebody and you want to do it in front of them, that's what we're curious about because Keith's not here. So he's the definitive as far as what happened in MHC. Kat and I were talking about we haven't seen any walkthroughs. I haven't really seen anything about it. I know Transworld is doing a live stream, or was doing a live stream. At the same time we're doing our stuff, so I thought Keith maybe was watching that, which is cool. It's just he's the definitive since he went. You know, he's a no bullshit kind of person. He won't like, oh yeah, it was great. So smack a bitch and screams her tits off for no. Well, um, I just don't. It's not. There's no value to it. There's no value to it. I mean, it's just you're literally shell shocking somebody, like almost for real, and that's not funny. It's not funny. It's not scary. It's not cute. Do it several feet in front of the person, at them. Don't hide in a corner, and then literally I can feel your breath going into my ear canal while you're busting my eardrum and causing me pain. Jesus. It's just it's on the same level as claustrophobia bags, which I also call Satan's vagina. I hate those things. I don't want to rub my body parts up against something that a gazillion people have sweated and oh god, those things are so gross. God. I just find those horrific too. I just find her. And I went last time I went through a set of them was at the mortuary in New Orleans on Canal Street. And I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but they had a set of them going down. They were going down, and all of a sudden it hit a wall. I'm like, I'm at a wall. And they figured you were supposed to know to make a 90-degree turn to go through a second set. And I'm like, and you can't see what the hell. It was dark. It was really just the most ill-conceived set of claustrophobia walls I'd ever been through. And there you go. There's a little story for you. I mean, literally. And I had people behind me crushing me up against the damn wall. Like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know how the fuck to get out of here. And I was saying it like that. It's like, there's the fucking wall. And somebody went past me, like they were like on my right-hand side. And because they had squeezed past me trying to help figure this out, they were, oh my God, there's another split to the right. And I'm like, what? And sure enough, we all thought it was a stupid thing, and it's just gross. Oh God. I go through those things with my hand or my arms in front of me just to keep it off my face. Oh God, it's so gross. There's two things I don't like at haunted attractions, or claustrophobia walls and screaming children and young adults 1/2 inch from my damn eardrum. I was crawling through a chute in a haunted house, and an actor grabbed my feet and pulled me backwards out of it, trying to scare me. All I could do was laugh the whole haunt. There's the third thing I don't like. I don't like touchy-feely haunts. I don't find it necessary. I don't think these extreme haunts that you pay extra to have somebody spitting on you or throwing you or touching you or grabbing you or clawing at you, I don't find that. It's unnecessary. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen. And anybody that would say, well, if they sign a waiver, waivers don't do shit. They don't do shit. The waiver could even say you won't sue us, but I guarantee you, if you piss somebody off enough or you do something to them that causes them to have to sue you or want to sue you, that waiver won't mean shit. It doesn't. And I've asked a couple of lawyers, and like, yeah, the waivers don't mean shit. So, if somebody's going to sue you, if they grab you at a haunt and you fall and break your wrist or bust your jaw or something, you're going to get sued and you're going to lose. You can waive that waiver to anybody. It doesn't matter. So if somebody would grab my ass or my foot and try to drag me backwards, you can best bet that a mule kick will be forthcoming, and they may not be conscious for the next person that comes through. I didn't think touching was allowed in a real haunt. Well, there are some professional haunted attractions that do the whole grabby McGrab shit, and I It's not necessary. I'm not really fond of haunt workers getting within arm's reach. That's me. Um, because some of them get overzealous and they may swing the wrong way and literally knock you the fuck out. Or you'll have somebody who inadvertently, um, walking through a customer who may get so scared that they start swinging and then they knock one of your actors out. And then, of course, you've got security. Oh, what are you doing? And like, I literally don't. They were really close, and I got scared. And you're the one that gets in trouble. I'm not fond of that. Stay the fuck away from people. You can scare people without being right up in their personal space. I don't want to feel the heat from your taint that close to me. Get away. Get the hell away from me. Get away. I find it unprofessional. So, Ezekiel says, got my balls grabbed on. Bloke regretted it when he heard my accent. Third world didn't appreciate it. If you're getting your balls grabbed in haunt, that's kind of targeted. It's not like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, I just grabbed your hip or something. No, oh, that's your jingle jangle. That's one, like I said, it's that kind of crap that I just stay 3 feet away. 3 feet away is like basically a common arm length. Stay 360 degrees, stay the fuck away. Don't come sneaking up behind me where, I can feel your jumblies on my ass. Or your, girl jumblies on my I don't need it. It's too close, it's dangerous, and I just don't agree with haunts that let their actors do it. Spooky said, I had bought a bracelet that allowed them to do extra stuff, trying to actually be scared, but it didn't work. See, I think that's just a gimmick. Once again, I don't think that paying extra to be touched I just don't think that's professional. Not you, Spooky, by the way, but I'm just talking about the haunt that's doing it. I cannot imagine what would happen if any actor ever touched any of my kids at a haunt. Life is, yes, I just don't. You set yourself up for bad things. You set yourself up for bad things. Like I said, it's just, and you've not, you have the possibility, especially with volunteers, of getting volunteers that have not been vetted and you just don't know. I know James and I make jokes about it, but it's just a liability. I don't think it's a good idea. So being too close to the haunt to your customers I don't like it. Screaming at the top of your lungs, an inch from my ear, don't like it. Satan's vagina, also known as claustrophobia walls, don't like it. I remember when I said that like years ago to somebody, and they about died laughing because they're like, they'd never been through a claustrophobia tunnel, and I said, I'm just letting you know, if this haunt has them, I'm going to not like it. And neither are you. And they were in front of me, and oh my God, all I could hear them saying was, oh my God, Satan's vagina. And we got out, and they're like, yeah, that was not cool. They like literally felt disgusted. So I'm like, yeah. Night Spooky, thank you so much. We're almost out too, so thank you. We'll see you next week. Dane says, I hate that so much. No way, I don't like the immersive experience. Makes me think of yes. Of course, with He Who Should Not Be Named, that was just taking it to the extreme, entirely too much to the extreme. Like literally, that guy should be in jail. I don't understand why he's not, but yeah, karma will get him. But like I said, haunts that do any of the three, those are, I think, the only 3 things I can think of, and I just don't like it. It's just not necessary. It's just not necessary. I'll keep chatting with y'all until James gets back because he's on a timer. You might hear him shutting it down, but we'll see. But I will keep yapping until he comes in and signs us off. But I almost reported somebody and I did not mean it. Damn it! I should stop touching shit. So anyway, James, if you're listening in, you're welcome to come and say the last rites, but I'll keep talking until he does. So yeah, so those are just. I mean, I've been to a lot of haunted attractions. A lot of them I've been several times. Um, Even at House of Shock, which was you would think, oh my god, that's definitely and they didn't. It's like they followed certain rules and it worked. But it was still just a phenomenal haunt. Um, it's one of the haunted attractions I brought my parents to, and they loved it, and they still have the shirts. I sent some shirts to the Potters, if you know the Potters, because they always wanted to go and never got to, and then it shut down, so they just love having the shirts. I've got House of Shock shirts here at my house. It was just great. It just God, in the pre-show, it's just that would they would be the way I would do a haunted attraction, quite honestly. If I could do it, it would be just like that because it was just so much fun. Have you put any thought into what you're going to do to your house this year? I'm going to hopefully not have to defend it from a civil war, for one. Uh, um, I I know that I have bought a lot of lighting this year for the house for Halloween. I wanted to do it before the tariffs hit. Amazon was having some damn good deals on some lights. But other than a theme, I'm really not sure. I still really would like to do the die-in theater. I say it every fucking year, and then it gets to the point where I'm just like, all right, well, I decorated the porch and I'm throwing candy at children, and there you go. So I don't really know. I mean, it's not like I have a small selection of shit that I can do. I mean, oh my God, Jesus, fuck.
I'm still muted on the stream. They didn't hear me.
Oh my God. So, okay. So James just popped in. Y'all can't hear him and scared the unholy fuck. So there's that for the evening. Oh my God. We were just talking about what makes you jump. And I'm like, well, fucking James coming on.
I got that. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Haven't had any issues with light across the street. No, I haven't. Those have been turned off. But Kat, remind me next Thursday, and we'll talk about that too. So, but now that James is here, and I know he'd like to shut us down. You can't hear him, and now that I've got to go,
they can hear me now. But yeah,
oh, they can hear. Oh my God,
yeah, we're definitely it's ending. I'm sorry.
It's ending. Yeah,
I was not here for the show. I apologize.
That's all right. You were busy. We'll get you next Thursday. There was no Keith tonight. But listen, everybody, as promised, like I said, we were just going to chat until James, came fucking Halloween Horror Nighting his ass up in here.
Which I did, like, right at 10 o'clock. I mean, 9 o'clock your time, but...
No, it's just like, you're not expecting it. It was like, and it wasn't at 300% volume, but it sounded like 300% volume.
I'm here, bitch.
I was like, sons of bitches, I'm fucking... I'm like, ah. But, everybody, thank you so much. James, thank you for, getting us turned on. You all have a very good evening. We will see you next Thursday. Get some questions going. And as always, be excellent to each other and stay safe in this crazy world.
No, right, Kat. No, okay. No, right. I'm not going to take that personally. That's fine.
No, trust me. That was it. Anyway, good night, everybody.
You guys, we're out of here.
Take it easy. We'll see you next Thursday.
See you guys.